All right, let's dive right into Goal's official matchday forecast for August 30th. They've got some big calls today. We're talking everything from total blowouts to games that could go down to the absolute wire, so let's see what they're predicting.
But before we get to the specific games, you gotta understand the language they're using. First, we need to crack their code.
So, what's this code I'm talking about? Well, Goal boils it all down to two key terms, one up and two up. Now, it might sound a little like insider jargon, but trust me, it's actually a super simple way to size up a match. Okay, here's the deal. A one-up prediction? That means they're calling for a nail-biter, a really tight contest that's probably going to be decided by just one goal. On the flip side, you have two-up. That's the complete opposite. That's a forecast for a blowout, a dominant win where one team is just expected to walk all over the other. Simple, right?
Okay, now that we're all speaking the same language, let's get to the good stuff. Who does Goal think is going to put on a show today? We're going to start with those two-up predictions, the three teams they're expecting to just cruise to an easy victory.
And first on that list is Real Madrid. They're at home against Mallorca, and a Goal is calling a solid two-up win for them. The reason why? It's pretty straightforward, really. It all comes down to their absolutely massive firepower up front.
Yeah, the exact phrase they use is a star-powered attack. And that's not just about scoring goals, It's about that raw, individual brilliance. Players who can just pull a rabbit out of the hat and create something from absolutely nothing. They're expecting that world-class talent to just be too much for the defense to handle.
All right, next up for a dominant two-up win is Paris Saint-Germain. And get this, they're expected to do it even while playing away at Toulouse. It's another big win prediction, but the why behind this one, well, it has a really interesting little twist.
The key phrase here is attacking depth. See, with Real Madrid, it was all about the stars already on the pitch. But for PSG, their big advantage is the sheer number of stars they can bring off the bench. It's like a nonstop wave of talent that can just wear a team down. That's what's expected to seal this big win.
And for our final two-up prediction, we're heading over to Turkey. We've got Galatasaray at home against Çaykur Rizespor. And for this one, the expected dominance isn't just about the players on the field, it's about playing inside that absolute fortress of a home stadium. And listen, Goal is not messing around with their wording on this one. They don't just say win, they're predicting a crushing victory. I mean, that language tells you everything. They think the mix of Galatasaray's talent and that famously insane home crowd is just going to be way too much for the away team to handle. Okay, so we've covered the blowouts, the games that are supposed to be one-sided affairs. But now let's totally switch gears. Let's talk about the one match on the slate today that Goal thinks is going to be a real down-to-the-wire, edge-of-your-seat kind of game. Just one goal. That's it. After talking about three games that are supposed to be huge wins, we're now down to a match where one single moment, one piece of magic, or one tiny mistake could be the difference between winning and losing. And that game is Napoli taking on Cagliari. Now, Napoli's playing at home, so they definitely have the home edge according to the source. But here's the key part. The prediction is a one-up. So what does that tell us? It tells us that even though they're favored to win, it's not going to be a walk in the park. This should be a really tight, tactical fight. So there you have it. We've gone through the big wins and the tight contest. Let's pull it all together now and look at the final scorecard. This is your quick, at-a-glance summary of everything Goal is calling for today. And here it is, nice and simple. You've got three teams, Real Madrid, PSG, and Galatasaray, all predicted to get big two-up wins. And then you've got that one nail-biter, the one-up prediction, with Napoli just squeaking by Cagliari. So, according to the forecast, it's a day of big winners and, well, everyone else. So, that's the breakdown. The predictions are in, the lines have been drawn. But, we all know that's why they play the game, right? The beauty of it is that anything can happen. So, I'll leave you with this thought. Which of these matches is going to completely flip the script and deliver the biggest surprise? I guess we'll have to watch and find out.